Welcome to ISTA'S HSE. Today in our video we are going to see about Mr. Antony Tony Mazzocchi, who was referred as the father of modern HSE. If you like to learn HSE from its root, then just subscribe our channel and click the bell button to get immediate notifications for our upcoming videos. Antony Tony Mazzocchi, born in June 13, 1926, Bensonhurst, Brooklyn, New York City, United States. He was an American labor leader. He was a high elected official of the Oil, Chemical and Atomic Workers International Union, OCAW, serving as vice president from 1977 to 1988, and as secretary-treasurer from 1988 to 1991. He was credited by President Richard Nixon as being the primary force behind enactment of the Occupational Safety and Health Act of 1970, was a mentor to Karen Silkwood, a union activist in Oklahoma, and a co-founder of the Labor Party. For his efforts, he was called the Rachel Carson of the American workplace. Antony Mazzocchi was born in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn, New York, on June 13, 1926, to Joseph and Angelina Lombardo Mazzocchi. His father was a garment worker and union member. The family was very poor, and Mazzocchi slept in the same bed with two of his siblings. His mother died of cancer when Mazzocchi was 6 years old, and the family lost their home because of the cost of medical care. His future politics were shaped at an early age. In 1949, Mazzocchi supported Vito Marcantonio in his bid to become mayor of New York City. Both factors played a major role in influencing Mazzocchi's radically progressive political views. Mazzocchi dropped out of high school in the 9th grade when he was 16 years old. Lying about his age, he enlisted in the United States Army, and fought in Europe during World War II as an anti-aircraft gunner. He saw combat in 3 major campaigns, most notably the Battle of the Bulge, and helped to liberate Buchenwald concentration camp. After his discharge in 1946, Mazzocchi got a job as an auto worker for Ford Motor Company in Edgewater, New Jersey. Having read extensively while in the Army, he went back to school and graduated from Vocational Technical School while working as a construction worker and steel worker in Brooklyn. In 1950, he took a job at a Helena Rubinstein cosmetics factory in Roslyn, New York. In 1953, at the age of 26, Mazzocchi was elected president of the United Gas, Coke, and Chemical Workers Union, UCAW, Local 149, having run on a pledge of equal pay for women. Within a few years, he had not only won equal pay for equal work for women but also negotiated a health insurance plan, one which included the first dental insurance coverage in the private sector in the U.S. during his tenure as president of Local 149. Mazzocchi he was elected vice president of the Nassau-Suffolk Congress of Industrial Organizations, CIO Council from 1952 to 1955, and, after the merger of the AFL, American Federation of Labor, and CIO in 1955, the Long Island Federation of Labor from 1955 to 1973.
Mazzocchi became increasingly influential within UGCCWU. He helped engineer the 1955 merger of UGCCWU with the Oil Workers International Union to form the Oil, Chemical and Atomic Workers International Union. In 1957, he was elected to the International Executive Board of OCAW from District 8. He served until 1965, when he was appointed OCAW's Citizenship Legislative Director. In the 1960s, Mazzocchi was one of the first labor leaders to begin building strong ties with the environmental movement, an effort that paid off in the passage of major federal worker legislation. In 1962, he read Rachel Carson's book, Silent Spring. Mazzocchi reasoned that if small doses of the chemicals discussed in Silent Spring caused harm, the workers who received large doses in manufacturing plants must be in medical danger. Mazzocchi used this insight to begin building support in the environmental movement for worker health and safety. He began pushing the labor movement to support environmentalists. Mazzocchi became a national staffer in 1965. That year, longtime OCAW president O.A. Knight retired. Secretary-Treasurer Alvin F. Grossbyron ran for president, and Mazzocchi strongly backed his candidacy. The election was a bitter one. Mazzochi was appointed OCAW's Citizenship Legislative Director in 1965. He used his position to push strongly for health and safety language in union contracts, as well as for state and federal legislation on the issue. In 1969 and 1970, he organized a series of public meetings in which OCAW and other union members testified about the chemicals they were handling and the health problems they were having. Scientists also testified at these public hearings about the danger of these chemicals. The public meetings gained widespread press attention. Mazzochi also used the hearings to help educate workers on the legislative process, and trained them to act as lobbyists for federal health and safety legislation. The media attention and pressure from union members provided critical support for congressional attempts to pass comprehensive occupational health and safety legislation. In December 1970, Congress enacted and President Richard Nixon signed the Occupational Safety and Health Act, OSHA. Nixon specifically cited Mazzochi's leadership in grassroots organizing efforts as key in winning passage of the act. Because of his strong ties to the environmental movement, Mazzochi was named chair of the first Earth Day rally in New York City on April 22, 1970.
If you like our work and efforts for this video and channel, kindly give a like to motivate us further and give your suggestions, requests on comments section. Thanks for watching, see you again.